Hi, it's Unonia back with another video. We're about to jump straight into it as we always do. If you're not having a good day, it's not too late to turn the energy around, as I like to always say. Sorry, impulses. So, today here we're going to be speaking about what I experienced within my astral state and how I feel like it contributes to a lot of us and the things that we're kind of going through at this time frame, and also the what's stopping the divine masculine and the divine feminine from experiencing each other. And when I say this, I'm not just speaking about one particular divine masculine. I'm not just speaking about one particular divine feminine. I'm speaking about us as a collective, as a whole. What's stopping us, the chosen ones, from experiencing each other, right? So I kind of could just speak from this without the notes, but I'm going to use my notes as well. Whenever I was Okay, so I spoke to you guys before about the glass box. I'm going to refer to it as the glass box for now until I dive deeper into the energy. The best way I can look at it is like a black mirror too, I guess, as well, right? Where you can see, they can see through it, but you are not supposed to be able to see them, right? Once I broke through this wall, I was not able to see the version of me that's controlling my avatar, right? I go here a lot in order to orchestrate things to go the way that I would like it to go within my life, right? I went up here and I remember, and this is how I'm able to tell who is like soul family as well. I was able to see my soul family. I was able to see other divine masculines who sit in the same space as me, divine masculines who do not sit in the same space as me. I was able to see my children. I was able to see my soul family, right? I would say that I was very shocked at this particular masculine that happened to be up here with me. So that's symbolic within itself as well. I feel like some of the divine feminines are harshly judging their masculines and feeling as if you are the one to take his place from him, or you, because of how you kind of feel for him or about him at the moment, you feel that you can strip his power or his ranking away from him, all because you feel a certain type of way, and that's genuinely not how things work. That man is controlling his own rhythm, his own world, his own life. He knows who you are higher, right? He's working with his avatar to get his avatar on track with what it needs to be on track with, right? So it's like trusting your divine masculine a lot more than what you're doing at this time. Trust that he knows what he's doing, whether it doesn't fully seem like it on the physical. His highest self, his God-like self, is controlling that avatar. Leave that man be. um, so whenever I was able to see, like, he was like in his separate own glass like boxing area, right? But at the same time, I knew that I could cross over to this section because I've crossed over to other segments of my soul family and soul tribe just to like reconnect with them on that highest level of myself, right? And with him, as I go to kind of like jump across, like in the middle is like a void of like darkness, right? Like you can't necessarily see what's under, but if you was to fall, you eventually fall into these different worlds or perspectives, different things like this, right? So as I'm going to jump over, the snake appears, the serpent appears, right? And at first it wasn't looking at me, it was looking at him. And my first thought was to like attack and destroy it, but I knew as well, I told myself the serpent is very powerful, so I need to first study it to see why is it here, right? So I began to ask the serpent why it was here, and it told me that it was here to, um, it was here as temptation. It was here as temptation, right? Um, for me and the masculine, at the moment it was distracting the masculine, right? I was aware that the serpent was here. The masculine was not. So it's like this serpent was doing something with the masculine energy, right? The first time I left the serpent alone, I didn't, because again, like I said, I needed to understand the energy more, especially when it comes to the spiritual realm. You don't just like attack and try to kill things. You need to understand the law of why it's there in the first place. Who is, like, what is it, where it's coming from, stemming from, things like that. So last night when I was in the rhythm, I seen the serpent again. At this point, I was like, no, I'm sick of your ass. I'm ready to jump across to see my masculine, like, and you're in my fucking way. So I began to like, I jumped on the serpent's back, right? And I began to like take the serpent. And keep in mind, this is a big ass freaking snake. I began to take the serpent and like tie knots into the serpent, right? Like I began to tie knots into it until it reached where the head was, and once it reached the head area, it like kind of like blew into pieces, right? And then the serpent's blood was like all over me. And so I wrote down the blood of temptation. It was like the blood of temptation was on me, like sacrifice. I had went through an initiation within the spirit realm. I sacrificed my fleshly self. I'm no longer led by temptation, right? I'm understanding. I studied the energy enough to know what temptation is. I analyzed why it's here in the first place, and I covered myself within it, meaning that I'm not running from the fact that the serpent was always there, and that I did at a point in time intertwine within the energy. I still have the blood path from what I had experienced on me. I have the filth still on me, right? Um, Needed to be cleansed from me completely before I can fully reach my masculine, which I did jump over to his side and kind of like reunite with him. But again, what they show me within my spirit realm, there's so many more things that tie into this, right? It gets so much deeper than what we can necessarily fathom. And I know that whenever they're showing me things, they're showing me things for a bigger purpose. It's not just about me, it's about the collective, as chosen ones together. What we are experiencing, what we are going through when it comes to each other. We're not meant to hold on so tightly to each other. We're not meant to, like, the chosen ones should genuinely just be experiencing the chosen ones. We shouldn't be mixing and merging our energies with these mortals. We shouldn't be merging and mixing our energies with anyone else that does not see us how we see ourselves, how God see us, how the God in you see you, right? You have to purge yourself from these mortals beings and their fleshly desires, and you have to understand that you were brought here to teach them something. You were brought here to be an example. We can't be the freaking example merging and sleeping with the mortals. We can't do that. We just simply cannot. It defeats the entire purpose. That we are so, like, yes, it happens, so there's no judgment there whenever it occurs. You know what I'm saying? But at some point, you need to become more aware of who you are and what your energy is and what you're giving to a person versus what they can never be able to give you. A mortal can never give a chosen one the energy that's needed, sexually, physically, love wise. It doesn't matter. Your energy is more potent and greater. You're only here to uplift that mortal soul out of hell. That's it. That's all. And so through your energy, you're able to do this. But we should not keep tainting our energy. We should not keep sleeping with them, having babies with mortals, having these what they call them, the real definition of bastard children, half breed children. You know, we have to start making sure that we are protecting our sacredness, protecting each other. You get what I'm saying? Like, we can't keep watering ourselves down for the pleasures of what the mortals or what this world has to offer us. We have to be stronger. And now is the time to become stronger. You either become stronger or you become a fallen. And we're done. We're out of that energy, right, of being fallen. Like, we've already failed before. We're tired of falling again and again and again and again. We're bored with this. We're ready to wrap this system up. We're ready to wrap this shit up. You feel me? So it's like, wake up, snap out of it. Mm-hmm. I guess it's no, I'm not gonna. We're gonna tap into some more things as well, but I hope that you guys are having a beautiful and blessed day. As I like to always say, if you're not, it's not too late to turn the energy around, right? Right. Love and light.